By now, you've probably heard my magic wand story. It's a brand that's been part of my personal journey for more than 20 years. But no matter how many times I sing Magic Wand's praises, I'll never be able to fully capture the story of this incredible brand. Well, now journalist and author Kate Sloan just completed a limited audio series documenting the history and impact that Magic Wand has created over the last 56 years. It's called Making Magic. And the series chronicles Magic Wand's incredible brand story through interviews with nearly 40 experts, performers, business owners, educators, and fans. So I got a sneak preview of this series, and what I loved is that Kate weaves together snippets from all their interviews into this amazing story arc. She covers Magic Wand's journey from appliance store massager to its legendary influence on culture and sexual independence, and it's all just fascinating. The first episodes of Making Magic are available now at makingmagicseries.com or on all popular podcast platforms. Just search for Making Magic or visit makingmagicseries.com today.
And even with this whole the word consensual, if you say you're down, that's consent. Now, maybe deep in your heart, you're not down.
But figure that out.
I'm not a fucking mind reader. It's up to you. Like I can't
but I'm
read.
speaking to a lot of women, and this is the journey that women have to go on. If you will,
but
they don't fucking know what they want because they've just been thinking about what men want. And
say
so
no,
I think if you or what anyone else wants, and it is a path for many women just to like be like, what do I want in bed? What makes me feel the sexiest? What makes me feel good? And that comes from masturbating and taking care of yourself. But I have to convince women to masturbate all the time.
Ladies, masturbate.
They don't do it. I'm like, you have to. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. I'm Dr. Emily, and on today's show, I'm joined by the host of the All Out Show on SiriusXM, Shade 45, Prude, Jude. And man, we're going to get into some wild sex stories. So be prepared. Topics include having threesomes with a partner and sex workers, and how to navigate it all. A first-hand account of what it's like to use toys for the very first time. Hint, it was amazing. And how to give oral with the most enthusiasm possible. All this and more. Thanks for listening.
Into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, check out sexwithemily.com. You're going to love our site. It's going to help you out just like this show. Also, you can find me on SiriusXM Radio. It's Monday through Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific on SiriusXM Stars 109. You can get a free 30-day trial at sexwithemily.com/SXM or just call in. Hey, I'm answering your questions 10 hours a week. You should be there. 888-947-8277. Find me on all social media across the board. It's at Sex with Emily. All right, guys, enjoy the show. Okay, I'm here with Prude Jude. This is a follow-up. Prude Jude Angelini.
Yeah.
He's a dear friend. We share studio at SiriusXM. He's on 5 days a week.
Yeah, last time I was on your show, I was talking about my girlfriend was coming in town, and we were gonna have like crazy sex, and you gave me a bunch of sex toys.
Exactly. And that was a good time.
I was really excited to use them.
Well, I'm glad to talk to you because here's what happened. I went on vacation for 2 weeks, and right before I left, I got a text from you, and it made me so happy. Hold on.
What did the
This is what you
text
said.
say?
You said, first you said my girl thinks you're beautiful. So I knew that was Saturday night, and I thought that might be an invite for a threesome for me to hang out with you guys, which it was kind of, if I answered. But I was in a weird space doing something else that night.
What did you write back?
I said, the next day, Sunday, that's so nice to hear. Makes me feel good. It did. So then
It's such a blow off. Like it was just like such a blow off. That's so nice to hear. Makes me feel good. I was literally on your show talking about running a threesome.
people like us. This is why we're back.
I tried to have a threesome with you and you fucking curved me. That's
okay,
what the fuck happened.
Can we go back to that? Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, why did you curve me? I understand. We work in the same.
I think that's serious. Actually, I think it's in our contract that you can't have a threesome or sex with someone who is at serious. No, they don't say that. In that moment,
What if it's for content?
Let me tell you me. I wasn't going to be like, I wasn't in that space. I was leaving town for 2 weeks.
That's why I didn't say, do you want to have a... Well, I brought
But
up
that
the threesome.
means when you tell me, when a man tells me
My girl thinks you're
that your
hot.
girl, yeah.
She
At
did
a
think
Saturday
you were,
night at 5:30.
She did think you were hot.
She really did. You weren't just saying that.
No.
See, it makes me feel good.
So do you want... All right, so once you curbed me...
Yep. Then I got a call. I got a text from you. This one was a hit. Going back to bed. Just wanted to let you know we appreciated it.
I gave you... That's the one
The
that
Nova.
looks...
I brought you another one. And I want to know, why do you need another one? Did you leave it at the scene of the sex or something?
My girl took it with her.
Oh, she took it with
And
her.
I was like, look, motherfucker. And I told her, I had to motherfucker her ass just to get her to listen to me. I was like, you use that like once a week, dude. Like, that's a once a week thing.
Why?
Because it's too good.
We're talking about the WeVibe Nova.
Yeah, WeVibe
and it's like,
Nova.
okay, so
It's
the
too
Nova, it's a dual stimulation vibrator, which means it goes inside of you, it's hitting the G-spot, and then it's
on the
rubbing
clit.
up against your clitoris. It's like, and you can control it with your app. Did you use it on your...
I didn't, man, you know I'm dumb.
Well, no one would... Listen, that's a new feature, the WeConnect app, that you can actually... You could have just been laying back making dinner while she's going at it, and you could have been controlling it.
And here's the
on your
other
phone.
here's the other thing, too. We were super high on every fucking
Oh,
thing.
right. You're how many drugs? Yeah. Because then we talked. Let me just say this. Then, okay, after that we talked. You're like, this toy was awesome. And then I said, I want to hear about it.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Well, we started Friday.
Okay.
And I put all of your toys in. You know how they got those sweater chests with the fucking cedar
Armoire,
chests?
yeah.
Is that what they're called? Armoires?
Well, does it open or is it on
No,
the floor?
it's
a chest.
A chest.
A chest.
Yeah, so
It is a chest.
I got a cedar chest, and I put all of your shit in there, and I'm fucking on
Did you charge it already, or you just put it in the boxes like it was Christmas?
I put it in boxes.
Okay.
I'm dumb.
No,
Like
you're
I-
not.
like
I'm
I
just
said,
saying. How
like
would you, dude? It's sex toys. Not everybody knows when they get like a pound of sex toys.
Yeah,
what to
and I
do.
usually don't use them because I'm like, dick's enough, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so fucking I'm high as hell. Like, I got a surprise for you. I go
What are
in
you high
there,
on exactly? Just everything.
ecstasy and acid,
Right.
which is a pretty fuck you up combo. It's a pretty good fuck you up
Yeah.
combo. So I'm on ecstasy and acid, and I'm like, I got a surprise for you, and I go to open up the thing, and I can't get the fucking chest open, and it's like some antique shit that I bought, and it just locked. So, and I'm in there with a fucking butter knife. I'm like a screwdriver. I can't get the fucking thing open, and it gets to this point where it's like let's not ruin our high trying to get the fucking thing open. Yeah. So I was like, we're calling a whore. So I jump on arrows.com.
To open the lock?
No, to fuck.
Oh, got it. Right.
We jump on Arrows and call a prostitute.
EROS?
Yep.
Okay.
.com.
I don't know it.
That's,
I mean, I've
I
heard
don't
of
know
it,
what
but I
else-
haven't used it. Okay, what?
I was so-
Did you just Google hooker? Like, what do you Google?
Well, I was like, I hit up John. This is how high I was. I hit up John. I was like, John, I need to find a hooker.
John gets that for you.
John's the go-get-it guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'm like, John, I need to find a hooker. Meanwhile, he sends me some shit. I end up going to Arrows. We get this thick little young girl and take her through there. It's funny, both I'm 42, my girl's 35, and this 22-year-old prostitute
Walk me through the
comes
process
through.
of picking it out on this website.
It was really hard because like half the time they're not calling you back. The other half,
And it's like Saturday night at 6:30. They might be booked.
oh no, it was
And they're not
no.
hookers.
This
Let's
is
use they're what?
prostitutes.
Well, okay, but is that
What do you want to call it? Call girls? Like I don't care. Like I'm not. I don't.
I got it. Okay, go.
I
So
don't have
they're like I haven't been to this site, so I'm saying you go there on the site and you're
Escorts.
like
Is that- does that-
escorts. I think that's what they're. I'm just saying.
I don't give
what
a
do they call
fuck.
themselves?
Like,
so you
I'm-
go to the website. Is your girlfriend peering? Are you both?
Yeah, we're both
choosing?
looking. We're both looking.
Is it
And-
like Amazon where there's like selective? Like you might also like are they sorted? Like
Yeah.
if you like this woman,
No, that's the thing.
predictive.
No,
No.
it's not predictive
Okay,
at
so
all.
it's not as easy.
Eros isn't that good.
Right.
So
Wouldn't that be cool though?
it would be awesome, especially if like they
Right.
if I
You
call
think
them a
she's
bunch.
hot.
Yeah, you'd love this one.
Yeah.
Or just by like geographical, like who's the closest in your area. Because
That's what it
usually,
should be.
if you want a prostitute, like you don't want to wait.
Oh, no, you don't
So
wanna wait.
we
Would you
we-
want it? Yeah, you-
so we picked the Spanish.
Fast
We
sex.
picked the Spanish escort.
She was Spanish.
That-
She spoke Spanish.
No, she's some type of Latin. I don't know. She was Latin.
Latin, yeah.
Yeah, she was Latina. So we pick a Latina escort. And she's like, I'll be there in 40 minutes. We're like, cool. And 40 minutes later, she's like, I'll be there in 35 minutes. We're like,
I hate that.
We're like, no,
I hate
we're
that
good.
in regular life too.
We cancel her. We're like, we're good. We get
And
another
the app,
one.
is it like Uber though? They're like, you'll still be charged for half this.
No. You know, it's they don't. You don't pay.
You don't pay
gotta,
unless she shows up.
You got to put the money. You put the money on the. You put the money on the dresser.
You
Yep.
still just like that.
Still
I feel
old
like
school.
you only need money right now for drugs and sex. Cash, I mean.
I know, and it's really scary.
It's weird. I was like, the only time I need cash is like I'm going to the weed store, you know?
Yeah, I keep cash all the fucking time.
That's good.
Like, yeah.
But it's weird. Isn't that weird? That literally in valet. Anyway.
Yeah.
I digress.
I use cash way more than because it's like
you're
one.
gangster.
I don't want people tracking what the
got
fuck
you.
I do with my shit.
understand.
And two, it's like it can get to a point where someone can just shut you off.
Yeah. We don't want to have that control.
No, I don't want that.
I get it.
All right.
Okay, so back to the website. So you're going, you're looking for a girl. You're like, how about this one? She's
So we get another one.
She's canceled.
The next one
She is.
comes and we just turn her out. Like we turn her out.
Okay, what does that mean?
Like we're old and know how to fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get old, you know how to do. You learn
I
how to
always
do
use that
things.
word old. Do you feel old? I don't feel old.
I'm 42 and I'm 20. She's younger than my daughter. The prostitute that showed up was younger than my
How
kid.
old's your daughter?
23. And
Okay.
she was 22.
Got it.
I didn't ask. She told
Right,
me.
she's
And I was
about
just like, oh,
22.
you're younger than my fucking kid. Let's go. And I take her through there. And my girl takes her through
How does
there.
it start? She comes in, do you offer a drink?
Yeah. They smoke some tree. We chop it up. We get comfortable. Then we're like, hey, you want to go in the room? We go in the room.
And how long until she gets there, smokes a tree, and goes to the bedroom? Like you start making out on the couch?
No.
You're so fucked up, I know.
No, we're faded, and so we talk. We get her comfortable, and then once she's comfortable, she's like, "Hey, you ready to do this?" We do it for a while, and then
Do what for a while? What's the first move?
that like they go at each other. I'm on so many drugs that I can't even get my penis hard, and I
want to talk to you about that.
I ate like 4
That's actually,
Viagras.
can we just talk about this?
Is this? Are you gonna give me a?
Yeah, I don't know that I feel like I'm just not sure that it's the best thing for you, that your penis has continued to malfunction and you have all these crazy sex stories, but really like I want your penis to work again.
Oh, it works. It works
Without
It's just-
having to take all the drugs.
Well-
Is this just never going to be your path? I don't know. We've never talked about this, but in my
is this
doctor hat, I'm
this a
like,
good
and my
time?
heart.
Is this a good time to talk about
I
it?
think so.
In the middle of about me telling you about
part
two
of me
girls
wants to
about
hear it, and then
eat
part
each
of me
other's
feels sad.
vagina.
It's so hard. I'm so torn between like my side of wanting my bleeding heart and wanting to create really good content.
Well, here's the thing. Women can do fucking drugs and your vagina, the worst thing that happens is we just throw some lube on that shit. Like
Yeah, but
guys
still not
can
as
do
good.
drugs and like
Yeah, that's like the one thing, man, and losing your hair. What else?
Yeah, it'll be
guys.
like,
Sometimes
boom.
a penis isn't hard. I lose it. You don't have like your period, and you don't have to like.
No,
give
no,
birth.
no. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but so your
But
penis can't get hard when you're doing a lot
Get
of
to
drugs.
give birth.
What?
The
No.
gift of birth.
The gift of birth. It's
The
a gift.
gift of you.
If you choose to accept it.
Yeah, you give the gift of life.
So okay, we're gonna get back to your drug problem in a minute, but first, so the girls they're making out, they
And
go
then
down each
they're
other,
like going
Who's
down
that?
on each other.
and you're just sitting there waiting
And
for the Viagra to pop
just-
in.
And I'm eating Viagra.
Hit up. What's it called? Hit
yeah.
in. Pop it.
Yeah, whatever.
Kick in.
So it doesn't work. And then I start going down on her, and we're
Full-
going, and she's busting, and it's fucking crazy.
She's having orgasms.
Yeah, like nuts. She's having crazy orgasms.
Are you using the toys?
We couldn't get
Oh,
the chest open.
Chest, dude.
So,
That
so-
is just a bittersweet twist.
So here's the deal. We send her home. What? Afterwards, she wouldn't leave.
How long? I would probably leave. Although I
she-
got invited. I feel like this is my replacement.
She was.
This would have been me.
You weren't. This was the day before we even hit you.
Whatever. Okay, fine.
We weren't. See, you weren't replaced by a prostitute.
Because I don't know how I'd feel about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to make it
I
clear.
just felt kind of sad. Like, is this nothing wrong with that? But just
I wanted to
have
make
to
it
trust
clear that, like, look, you weren't replaced by a prostitute. We called a prostitute before
on
you.
your own will, right?
Yeah.
So you called her, and then she didn't want to leave. I wouldn't want. It sounds like a good time. She's
Yeah.
busting it. So then, how long was she there?
I don't even know. We were faded, but she was there for a while. We gave her
How much?
$500
Cash.
$500 cash. It was late night. You know what I mean? It's a higher end escort
Oh, that's-
service.
Okay.
So, like,
Were you attracted to her?
I was. She was a thick country girl, and I was trying to get. She was a red bone too, so she was like mixed. And I've been trying to get my girl to eat more, and
Eat more pussy.
No, eat more food. And I
confusing.
wanted her to see like what a curvaceous woman like.
She's too thin for you.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you need to eat more.
Okay.
Like you
like-
need to eat more.
So you wanted her to see in the flesh.
In the flesh, like,
in the
yo,
flesh, literally in the flesh.
Like, look at hips and ass. Like, that's fucking beautiful. Like, you know, like so many women are so obsessed about being skinny, and it's just like
I'm thin right
but
now.
like,
I mean, I don't have that.
Yeah, but you don't got like an eating problem or no shit like
fuck
that.
No. But what I'm saying is, so that's just not. You've never been attracted to women who are really skinny. So you're trying to get her to actively gain weight. That's why you picked this.
No, it just we were both attracted to her, and she was like, "Wow, that was really seeing a woman that looked like that. It was really sexy." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm telling you, you could look like that too. She used to look like that, and she had body, and she thought she was fat.
Okay,
so she went out of her way to lose all this weight, and I'm like,
did she do it in a healthy way though? Because sometimes people need to lose weight, and it's good to get in shape and exercise.
Yeah, but I think it was also stress too. You know,
okay,
it was a combination.
Right.
She started too thin for me. She was showing me old pictures of herself, and I was like, damn, you was thick as hell, girl. She was like, I used to think I was fat. I was like, no, you're thick. Oh, my goodness. Let me, I want to just give you peanut butter at all times. Like, I like, get those, I want you to eat peanut butter before you go to bed.
Okay, so then you have sex, she leaves.
Yeah.
And it's hot.
And then we knock out.
Protection?
I couldn't.
Skin condoms?
No. I just ate her pussy.
Oh, okay. God, you like eating pussy that much? That's awesome. You just want to eat, like you'll just eat whatever pussy.
I like to do what I'm good at.
Yeah. Do you feel like that was something that you?
That was a sly thing for you.
Why do you,
Emily? I like to do what I'm good at, Emily.
I'm picking it up.
I just want to taste.
Listen, do you? Are you into me really? Not just with your girl.
What's that?
You want to taste me?
Look, and this doesn't cheapen it. Like, you and your whole team are just fucking hot. Like, your whole squad is hot. It's like you're smart. You're all smart, sexy women.
Do you see us? Oh, you met us all in the office. We walk,
yes.
and we'll walk around here at SiriusXM.
You're all smart, sexy women. That's kind of my deal. I don't like if I see a chick in front of a fucking step and repeat, or like that's like I don't like I don't like chicks with red bottoms and shit. Like, I like smart, sexy women, and that's what all of y'all are. And I'm just like, ugh. I get there and I'm just like, ugh.
But yeah, I guess you come into sex with them in the office. You don't know what's going to happen.
No, I don't.
Dude, so okay.
So the next day.
Yeah, the next day.
So the next day, I'm like sober now, and I get these. I had bought these giant fucking metal scissors from the flea market for $40. I was like, give me your best scissors. And he breaks out like these 2-foot long scissors. And I'm like, I'll take them. And I got these giant scissors and a hammer. And I'm beating I went back to the lock.
This is what you did Saturday morning.
I went back to that lock now that I'm sober. And I'm like, I'm getting this motherfucker open. And I'm beating it. And I get all your sex toys out. I
gave you a bevy of sex. I mean, that was like you had to take 2 shopping bags out of my office.
I only took one.
One shopping bag?
Yeah. Okay. So I got.
You had a few under your arm.
I left a lot at your office.
Okay.
I had picked a ton and I left a lot at your office.
Oh, okay.
I know it sucks.
I'll bring you more.
So, I fucking So me
you
and
opened it. You opened it. You got it open.
I opened it, and then we got them all ready. And me and my girl are going at it, and then I get a text from another woman that I sleep with that I'm in an open relationship.
Right.
And she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm sleeping with my girlfriend. We're high as hell. Do you want to come over?" She was like, "I don't know. It's late." I was like, "I'll send you an Uber, and I'll give you an ounce of mushrooms if you come over right now."
You have mushrooms too?
I had them. Now she has them.
It.
So I gave her all my mushrooms and that for her to come over. And she's like, "I don't know, man. I don't know about threesomes." I said, "My girl will sit in the corner and watch me smash you."
Because your girl was tired. She didn't want to smash
No,
you?
she just was into...
She think it's hot to watch you with your other girl that you sleep with.
Yeah. Like the same... Like, I don't...
It's a good arrangement.
Yeah, and like, I don't care. Like, I don't care... I told my girl, I was like, go suck a dick, dude. I don't care, because it's like...
Does she craving to suck a dick, though? I don't think that any girl's going, I want to suck a dick. I think we're thinking, like, I want some guy to go down on me, or I want to cuddle. But do you think she's like, I can't wait to go suck another dick?
I like to eat pussy.
Well, it's different for men.
Is it? All right.
I mean, I like to suck a dick, but I'm not, like, craving to go suck a dick. If I already have a dick with me, I'm like, this dick's good. But...
I guess what I wanted her to do was I wanted her to feel sexy without me. I didn't want her to need me to feel sexy.
Okay, I got it.
So that's why I was like, go be sexy without me. So she comes over.
Yeah, thank you.
And it's not my
You're
girl.
more focused.
It's not my girl is tired of sleeping with me. She wanted to see me smash a chick.
Okay.
She wanted to see a girl.
thought it'd be
She
hot.
wanted to see another girl like getting off.
So
on
what
me.
happened? So this girl shows up that
So
you've
this
known
girl
forever.
shows up, and I'm like,
Is it intimate when you see her? Do you kiss her? Do you
this girl I've been smashing
for
18 years.
wow
Yeah. I've known her for that long.
in
And
LA?
Yeah, she actually seduced me like 18 years ago, and we've been fucking
So how
on and
how
off.
did you manage to keep this relationship with it healthy for 18 years? That
It's always
the longest,
it's
like friends
it's
with benefits or whatever you
Yeah.
define it. When you never were committed.
never ever.
What does she do? What's her like focus in life?
She works in high end. She works at a high end clothing.
Cool. Oh, anything I know?
I'll tell you off the air.
Tell me later. Yeah. Let's not tell her. She would not like that. Okay, so she shows up,
She shows
and your
up.
girlfriend's never met her.
My girlfriend and they smoke a joint. It's the same thing. I
Dude,
said,
you guys, smoking weed. Can we just talk about how great smoking weed is before sex?
yeah,
We
I don't
do
even
it.
smoke it, but like it's a really good icebreaker.
It
And
is.
I told my girl, I said, let's throw on a robe. We don't want to freak her out. Let's just get everybody comfortable with one
You're
another.
like, let's
talk-
throw on a robe and not be naked when we answer the door.
Yeah, basically, because
Right.
we were butt naked going fucking crazy. She hits me, and I'm like texting her back naked. I'm like, all right, she's coming over. Let's get dressed a bit. Get
So put a robe on.
Get her comfortable.
I love that was getting dressed when she comes over. We'll make her comfortable, so we'll put a robe on. We
Should I
won't
put-
be naked right
Yeah.
when she walks in.
I
That's
couldn't,
so considerate.
I couldn't tie a tie at the time. I was a bit too high, so I was just like, robe it is.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
like-
didn't think you need to wear a bow tie, but I get it.
I can't even tie a bow tie.
And who can?
I grew up. It was like bow ties was for like scientists and like Nation of Islam.
Yeah,
Suddenly
exactly.
it's fucking
Dude,
cool.
I get it. It's not cool. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, even more Rude Jude.
So she comes over. I'm going down on her. I'm going down on her, and she comes. And
Because
she's
you know
like,
how to go down on her, because, well,
Yeah,
it's your job.
The one is
You're great at it.
and I'm 18. And it's 18 years deep.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I was like, I said, my girl just learned how to do it. Do you want her to try? Because she was like, I don't want to. I'm too old to be having threesomes. I was like, well, okay, fine. We'll just. My girl will watch in the corner.
Right.
And
So
she
your
can
girl
just be,
did.
She can just be turned on. And she was like, I was like, do you want my girl to try? And she was like, yeah, sure. And then my girl comes over and starts going down on her. And then,
How's she doing with that oral? Is she getting better at it?
look, let me tell you something. Her dick sucking game is fucking nanas.
Huh.
It's-
Okay.
Yes, her dick sucking game is nuts.
What is that? I need you to explain to me what makes her good at dick sucking. Give me why it's different than any other dick
Look,
sucker.
man, she loves me. She loves me. But and I love her.
Yes.
And
No
I eat
doubt.
pussy like I love her. But I also love eating pussy.
Yeah, I could eat it. I could suck. If I suck a dick, they're gonna think I love their dick. Like that's how you got to do it. If you're in it.
She sucks dick like she loves that shit. She sucks dick like my fucking grandma makes pasta. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like she sucks
like,
dick like it's like home cooking.
Yeah.
Like she's on that shit. And she has angles. She's got this angle where she side spoons me, where her head is like sideways on my belly, and she just can get the whole fucking thing
Yeah,
in, and she's just going ham on it.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a
So-
good way to do it.
And she's got you know how everyone's got a different texture mouth, so she's got this really smooth mouth. It's like she's
Everyone has a different. No, I don't know that
Yeah.
everyone has a different texture mouth.
everyone's got different texture everything.
So every mouth that goes over your penis feels different.
Not everyone, but like there's some mouths feel better than others.
Wow.
Like
Do you think it's just because their technique is better? They're not allowing their teeth, or they're like what makes it? I mean, like it's their tongue.
Like some people have smoother skin than other people.
Yeah, yeah. I just never thought about the inside of the mouth being.
Yeah, so like the inside
I think
of
like moist is moist.
You've
wet
never-
is wet.
You've never had a dick feel different than another dick? Like the skin of someone's dick feel different than the skin of someone's other dick? Or
Yeah.
even the way his erection is?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
A
But it was more like
little
the
softer or
mouth.
harder?
Like I feel like when my interpretation of men getting blowjobs are not like, oh, well, this mouth is a little bit more like damp than this other one, or
Yeah,
wetter,
yeah.
or like softer or fuzzy. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's bumpier,
Yeah, like
kind of like a fleshlight,
some people have a rougher tongue or some
rougher
shit.
tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's got like her mouth is made for fucking oral, and this was the second pussy she ate, or third pussy she ate.
Yeah.
And she was like, she's nice. I'm looking back. I'm like, damn, girl, you going like they're both really into it, and I'm like, they're really
Were
going
they
in.
69ing or were they?
No, she was just going on her, and then they went back and forth on each other, and
you were watching.
I was watching,
but without an erection.
No, my dick was hard.
Okay.
See, it can get hard.
I believe it can.
You got to understand, by the time the prostitute got there, I had been high for fucking like 12 hours straight.
Yeah. Right.
Like, my body was pretty dead. My body was like, dude.
Oh, the night before.
Late.
The prostitute the night before. Okay.
Yeah, by the time the hooker got there, we'd been high for all day.
No, I get it, dude. I understand. If I was high all day, I wouldn't even be hard for a hooker. So listen.
Yes.
So this girl comes over, she's there, and then she sleeps over. What happened? So they're going down on each other. You're watching.
On each other.
Do you have your phone in your hand? Or are you focused?
No.
Okay.
Phones? No. No, not at all.
I don't know. Like you're into it. Okay.
The only time I fucking used my phone was literally I was just getting head the other day. I said, can I tape this and send it to my girl so she can watch you suck my dick?
And she said,
she was like, yeah. That's the only time I've ever done that. I'm usually in the moment. That was a few days ago.
Dude, okay. So since this whole weekend,
I get a lot of pussy.
You get a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
You actually texted me yesterday. I had sex with what did you say yesterday? I love that your text. I'm like, hey, Jude, what's up? You're like, want a tape? I also had sex with 2. Fuck, what did you say? Here's the point. So she gave you, hold on, doesn't matter.
Well, we broke out that thing, the Nova.
Okay. You broke out the Nova.
We broke out the Nova, the We Vibe Nova.
Okay.
And that was like the showstopper.
So so the Nova, you have to see, you guys, it is so fucking cool. So it goes inside and externally. So you put it inside of who used it, who zoomed who?
So first, we're gonna give them code names.
That's a good idea.
We'll say my girlfriend's name is Candy, even though it sounds like a real trashy name. Anyway, my girlfriend's name is Candy, and my old school fuck buddy's name is
Sandy.
Sandy. So Sandy does it to Candy first, and she's busting.
Right away, busting.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's crazy.
It's a hot vibrator. When they made this, it was so cool because it has the clitoral stimulation on the outside. Like these are kind of like the rabbit vibrator style, but it's dual stimulation is what I'm saying. So it's cool though because this one doesn't ever leave your clitoris. Like it goes, the little thing, like in the rabbit, if you're going in and out, like you're fucking yourself with it, the thing would leave but this doesn't lose contact. I have it in here too. This doesn't lose contact with the clitoris.
It looks like for people.
How do you explain it?
It looks like a gang sign.
You said you're like the Italian gang sign.
It looks like a Mamma Mia. It looks like when someone's doing the Mamma Mia shit.
What you doing?
Or it's like if someone's throwing up Crip. Like it looks like someone's throwing up Crip, but then just turn it sideways and you throw it in the vagina.
That's it.
So they're straight up. They're throwing gang signs in each other's pussy with that shit. And so. Now it's Sandy's turn.
Okay.
Sandy doesn't stop coming. She just keeps coming and coming
from the Nova.
And coming.
Okay.
To the point where my girl is like, "Come hold this vibrator. I'm getting tired." So I come in and hold the vibrator, and she keeps coming. I'm like, "Dude, you're insatiable." It was like after like 15 minutes.
Yeah, you could come so many. I could come like a million times. I could come 50 times.
Yo, it's great. That's why I told my girl like you can only use it like once. Like I don't want you to ruin your fucking.
It doesn't get ruined.
I don't know, dude. Like if you watch too much porn, it's bad.
Does your penis get ruined from getting too many blowjobs or jacking off too much? Do you still masturbate? Do you penis, people come over every night?
It is bad to watch too much porn.
It is bad to watch too much porn, but it's not going to get broken. It might get broken.
It may be desensitized.
Here's the thing. Toys are not the same challenge around. I mean, I think it's good to mix it up.
Toys.
I'm not only selling toys. Dude, you know what? It's the thing is that like, I just fucking love toys. Like, I don't feel like I just think it makes most sex better. I think it's it's not better. It's an enhancement. It's something different. It's like if you could go out and get ice cream and sometimes you might just want the vanilla, but then sometimes you're like, I'm going to put a sprinkle on. I'm going to put some, you're just like, hey, your dick doesn't vibrate. It doesn't duly stimulate. Why is that a bad thing to feel?
No. I'm not. Yeah. When I saw that shit, it changed my mind. I was like, that shit is fucking hot. And I was like,
oh, you had never back up.
I don't use.
This was the first time.
I don't
oh,
use,
no wonder why you were like flipping.
I guess I should remember
that most people don't. So it was hot, and you didn't have to do anything.
Here, it's like me.
It was like a threesome, but you didn't even have to be there because maybe, you might want to be there, but not always. It's like outsourcing.
Can I say this?
Yeah,
it's like me using a sex toy is like if like I'm a camper and I got to use some GPS shit to find out where I am on my phone. Like that. Like I want to be able to get the job done without a toy. So
Okay.
like and then I got so used to getting the job done without a toy, I just stopped. I just didn't use them. And then you gave them all to me, and I was like, all right, well, fuck it, we'll try. And then I was like, whoa, they're going fucking ham off this fucking toy. Like they're going
What's ham?
crazy.
Explain that to people.
Hard as a motherfucker.
Right. Okay. Got it.
They're going hard as a motherfucker off that.
You're saying you had toys before and then you had to get rid of them? Did you just say that?
No. Like I've had toys,
Right.
but I've never really used them.
Okay. I know, because it's just something different. It's kind of like having a threesome without another person, or
Yeah,
it's
but
just like different sensations, vibrations. I get it, but you loved this, watching this, and they liked it.
And the other thing is like, look, my dick game's good, my mouth game's good, but this is just one more wrinkle. Like it's like if you're playing basketball, it's just one more move. It's like, hold up, let me break the shot
exactly.
up.
But don't we want to have a lot of different tools because people get so bored with their sex lives? That's why you have zero time to get bored with your sex life because it's changing every day.
Yeah.
But for most of my listeners, it's like they're doing the same thing over and over again in the same position, missionary style, in their bedroom, looking at that same dirty laundry in the corner and like staring at the ceiling, pretending they were with someone else or they weren't having sex. So to add something, even just using like a few drops of lube or like, talking dirty even could be something different. But most couples forget and they get it just gets kind of stale.
I just loved it. Yeah, my thing is like, I think I was telling you that, like, I just love my shit. Like, I'm a therapist. I just want to hear the shit you're the most ashamed of, and it gets me super hard. And then we can both heal together. I can get really aroused from the things that you hate about yourself.
From pain?
Yes.
From my suffering?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. I can get really hard from your suffering.
Huh. Is that you're saying that's what you do with women or with them that night?
With women and
just
them.
tell me in general.
Because a lot of times there's guilt attached to that suffering, because there's pleasure attached to the suffering.
Yeah, for you, is that what it is? Sort of like a.
I can relate to it because I was raised in a really fucked up way, so I can relate to that darkness, and I'm turned on by that darkness.
Yeah, I want to know where everyone suffers when I meet them. I don't believe people who don't suffer. I'm always like, where's your pain?
Yeah, and it's like, so me, it's like, your pain makes my penis harder.
So
like,
you sat and had like group therapy with the three of them?
Yeah,
we're talking in general.
We're just saying like the nastiest shit we did, like stuff that we're just fucking. Like,
when you were having sex, you're like, one time I robbed a bank.
I was like, tell me,
fuck me harder.
No. It would be like this one time, like this one time I was coming home drunk and I paid a prostitute to blow me in a.
Oh, you feel shame about that? Stuff?
I just tell them nasty
I get
stories.
It. Okay,
you
nasty.
Know what I mean?
Dirty,
like just dirty stories.
Like when I think of suffering, I feel like, like self-loathing and shit. You're just saying crazy shit.
I'm just saying shit.
You're not
like,
going deep here. You're just saying shit you've done that's fucked up.
No, it gets pretty dark, but I don't want to bum out your listeners.
You can never do that. You excite them and delight them.
I'm like, tell me about like the first time you came and shit. And a lot of times it's like when they're fucking children and they're doing nasty shit.
Dude, 1 in 16, not to bring this down, but 1 in 16 women's first sexual experience was rape. It was in the paper yesterday. It's a new study.
I think it's even more than that. And
Did you just lose your erection?
No. That would.
That would give you an erection.
Yes. And
wow.
This
is going to be a field day. 1 out of 16 women will have a dark story for you. My difference is like I look at all these like exciting, crazy things I've done, but I don't look at sex. I haven't done as much dark, depressing sex as you have. That's sort of been your coping mechanism.
Well, not just that.
I read your book. I've watched your YouTube video about your dark things.
Yeah. So you like I've been to some dark places.
Right. My dark is different than your dark.
Yeah.
But we've all had darkness.
Yeah, we've all had dark, and I just want to hear about your dark. That's it. That's all. I just want to hear about your dark. And a lot of times people they have these mixed feelings attached to their dark.
Yeah.
And they act out because of that.
Yes, true. We are all acting out because of things that happened to us in our childhood.
So if you tell me you're quote unquote dark and I accept you for it,
yeah, then we feel safe.
I'm accepting all of you.
And do you know that when women feel
intimate.
safer sexually, or I guess anybody, but this has mostly been about women, that they're more likely to enjoy sex, have more orgasms, be more chill.
Yes.
Okay, so
my technique works.
Tell me about your technique. Oh,
that whole thing. It's like tell me what you feel bad about. I accept you. We're closer. It's intimate, and I'm turned on by it. I'm turned on by the fact that you're telling me your intimate stories.
Yeah, that. I get that. So is that what happened? Is that okay?
They were doing that. Yeah, they were doing all of that, and they were busting like crazy. And your sex toys were big hits.
What else? It was okay. I only gave you this one, didn't I? What I gave about? Oh, the doggy style strap. But you used that with someone else.
I use that with someone else.
See, this is the other thing. You're like, this is the ass. I use a doggy style. I love getting your text. The doggy style strap from Sport Sheets. You thought it made sex better, worse, hotter?
The doggy style strap. You saw the girl. You saw the side of her size. The size of her ass.
Right.
It is a big fucking ass.
Yeah, like, it was a nice ass. How'd you find this one so wait? So
I used to fuck with it. Man, I've been fucking her for 4 years, 5 years.
You have such a roster. I mean, how do you do? Is it all scheduled ahead of time, or you leave work? You're like, who do I want to fuck tonight?
They hit me up, and it's like it's a combination of women like to keep their numbers down, and like
who? What women?
A lot of women will. There's a lot of women that will go back to a guy that's whack in bed because they want to keep their numbers down and they're comfortable with them.
Who cares the fuck about the numbers? It's just. Do you know that's the silliest thing? Let's keep. I mean, only if you're not enjoying the sex, it's not consensual, and no, you don't have to tell anyone how many people you slept with. I think that's what it is. I think the women who believe that to keep their number down are not having satisfying sex, are holding themselves back from what they really want, and they know that one day a guy's going to say to them, "So, how many dudes have you slept with?" And then she's going to be like, "Oh," and everyone lies. They cut it in half and add 10 or something. That's what they say. You cut it in half and. Yeah. Who fucking counts anyway? And also, you can tell your partner you don't want to answer that question. You just say, "Hey, I'm just focused on the sex we're having." Like that's what you say. I think that question never goes well because why else would you keep your number down? Do you know what I'm saying?
I never ask.
Not you, but people do.
Fuck.
I feel like that's something when you're like 20s or something.
Yeah, it's your 20s. Once you're like older, it's like. But like the thing is like so it's women come back to me because they're comfortable with me and I try hard.
You try hard to please them.
Yeah, I focus on.
What do you want though? Do you think this is something you? I'm going to use your words here. That you feel like you're getting old and.
I got a girlfriend now.
I know, but every night, like, do you leave here? Like, how do you have plans ahead of time? Do you enjoy having? Do you want to have sex every night? Do you?
Some days I'm really horny. Other days I'm chilling. I've found that I don't sleep with as many women now that I have a girlfriend.
But like 4 since she left this week.
What's that?
You've slept with like 4 women since she left.
No, I don't think 4.
You said yesterday I had sex with 2 hookers and a something.
She was there for a few of them.
You said
she was there for a few of them. That was what I was saying. It was like that was us together, and then
I know you've had a good time. Thank you for this update. How about the lube? Did you use the lube?
We didn't need the lube.
You don't need the lube.
It's
not about need. That's the other thing. Lube enhances it.
We didn't need the lube because we had the stories.
Did you put the stories, the dark stories?
For the lube.
Give me a dark story. One of the stories.
No way. It's too intimate.
Oh, it's private.
It's too intimate. That's how dark it is. That's how crazy it is.
It's dark. It's just crazy shit they've done. That's not dark. We have different interpretation of it.
I think we're splitting hairs.
I think we are.
You're sitting in here fucking sharpshooting me.
I don't know why I'm fucking doing that.
Why are you sharpshooting me on fucking every word I'm using?
I don't know. Am I? I am.
Yeah. You've been doing it the whole fucking interview. No, I call someone a prostitute. You're like, it's a...
because people are very, like, judgy and trying to be sex positive and, like,
you know
that's
what?
all.
Those are the people that aren't even using fucking prostitutes. I'm the one that's giving them fucking money and not judging them.
I'm not judging you. I just wasn't, yeah. Okay.
I support hookers. I actually pay them.
Dude, I have a responsibility here.
I do too, to help pay hookers.
You have no responsibility on your show. You can say whatever the fuck you want. And I pretty much say whatever the fuck I want, but I'm not judgmental. I'm kind.
Do you think I'm judgmental?
No, I think you're not. I'm not either. We're not. This is why we're the same.
And here's the other thing.
We have a lot in common being from Michigan.
I refuse to have somebody dictate what words I can and cannot use and what words are in fashion.
You're right.
And that doesn't mean that I don't feel a certain way about them. Like that's why, real talk. That's why porn chicks and hookers like to fuck me on purpose.
Because why?
Because I don't judge them, nor do I try to change them. And they don't fucking. They're not worried about what words I use. It's somebody that's not even involved that's sitting over here trying to control me, tell me what words I can use.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I understand. So that's why you mostly go toward because there's kind of you're not going to judge each other.
Yeah.
And it's not committal. Like you don't have to have responsibility attached to it. It's just and I think that for many people we are very like the girls who don't want to get their numbers up or they're attached. Like sex can be an experience.
Yeah.
And like a night, like I went to a movie tonight. Oh, I had a gangbang tonight.
I'm like,
there was an event.
You can tell me whatever you want to do, and I accept you for that. I accept you as a person.
Anything, right? Has there ever been anything where you're like, not going to do that?
There's the only time that I'm not into something is like if my girl was like I had a train ran on me by fucking 10 dudes and was totally into it, I'd be like, cool, that's fucking hot. But if you got like fucking talked into it and then manipulated,
if it wasn't consensual,
or it's not. Consensual is one thing. If you consent verbally but don't really want to do it and you're just doing it for someone to like you, that turns me off.
Of course.
That turns me off.
No one should be having sex. In fact, people aren't going to like you more when you have sex against your will. When you have sex again, if you don't really want to do it.
Yeah, but
I really need people to understand that sex can be something that you really want to do and that you're into, but just it'll you got to figure out your own body. Women don't know. I know the women you're with, perhaps a lot of women don't know what they want.
No.
Did we talk about this? You've been with women who don't know, right?
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, get to know what you want, play with yourself, touch yourself, get to know yourself. And even with this whole the word consensual, if you say you're down, that's consent. Now maybe deep in your heart you're not down,
but figure that out.
I'm not a fucking mind reader. It's up to you. Like I can't
but I'm
read.
speaking to a lot of women, and this is the journey that women have to go on. If you will,
but
they don't fucking know what they want because they've just been thinking about what men want. And
say
so
no,
I think if you or what anyone else wants, and it is a path for many women just to like be like, what do I want in bed? What makes me feel the sexiest? What makes me feel good? And that comes from masturbating and taking care of yourself. But I have to convince women to masturbate all the time.
Ladies, masturbate.
They don't do it. I'm like, you have to.
Hey, ladies,
like figure it out. It's
touch
good for
yourself.
your health. It's good for your skin.
Yeah, it is. It's good for
PMS.
It's good for stress.
The best friggin' the best stress reliever is knocking one out.
Yeah.
All the time when I'm obsessed, I'm like, I have an orgasm today. And I'm like, oh, reset, better. I have this vibrator around my neck. These are our new necklaces. They're not out yet. Look, it's so fucking powerful. Check this out. It says meditate, masturbate, manifest. I have a line of. Do you want one?
Yeah.
Okay,
you know what I'm going to use that one for?
No, tell me.
I got to go to New York, and there's a woman that I see that I used to sleep.
You have a woman in every port.
I got a lot of women.
So New York. We're going to be in New York at the same time.
And this is like, we go way back. Me and this
More
woman.
More than 18 years?
Like 10, over 12, 13
And in
years.
between you seeing them, do you have to like text them? And
No. She got married, had some kids, going through a divorce.
But like, so just when you're like, I'm in New York.
She hit me up. She's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm going through a divorce. I was like,
oh, me in New York.
I was like,
so
well,
nice.
I'm going to meet in New York.
I used to have that. I got to be honest. I had
that
that in New York and LA for a while and San Francisco where I was living. But I don't anymore. I need a rotation.
And here's the other thing.
Shouldn't be that hard. Just haven't focused on it.
You got a couple out here in LA and Detroit if you want. You know what I'm saying? Detroit.
You going home for Thanksgiving?
I might be. Yeah, I might be.
I am.
It's and back to this woman, like, to your point, like she was in this marriage where this guy negged her the whole time.
How long were they together?
Like 10 years, and she outperformed him, and he resented her. Okay. And he was negative to her, so I just want.
Well, I'm glad you're there. You sound like you have so much love to give.
I want to make her
so
like
much love
remind
and so
her
much
she's
sex
a
to
woman.
give.
Like, yo, dude, like fucking claim your womanhood.
Yeah, I got it, dude. You're a good man, Jude. We got to wrap up. This was awesome.
It's been a pleasure.
I have to go do radio.
Go do you some radio,
I'm
girl.
gonna sit over there where you're sitting.
All right, let me get out of your way.
Okay, thanks for being here. Love you, man. All right, guys, thanks for listening to the show, supporting the show all these years, for rating it, giving it 5 stars wherever you listen, sharing it with a friend or anyone you know who needs this advice. Come on, we all need a little bit of sex information, right? And thanks to my awesome team, Ken, Kristen, Elisa, Michelle, producer, Jamie, and Michael. Was it good for you? Email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com.